Toxic musings. Word musing comes from the word to means to absorb or meditate or to think. So musings can be such things as what you entertain, movies, books that you read, concerts, things that you are absorbing into your being. Especially those things that are reinforcing negative, vulgar, lustful, hostile, violent, and prideful images and thoughts and behavior. I remember when I was a youth pastor, I did a study on how what we absorb, what we meditate on, what we are receiving in when we aren't thinking, what goes into our subconscious, how it affects us. So those repeated images, we're looking at it today, especially those of you who are around children and see them in their homes. Think about you, Mo, because you see children who are hostile and crazy and stuff, and people don't never want to associate it with this, but you can't play violent video games where there's blood and guts and shooting and killing 12 hours a day, 7 days a week without that affecting your spirit. You cannot listen to profanity-laced music 12 hours a day, 7 days a week without that getting in your spirit. Sometimes young people have always asked me, it's always young people, what's wrong with listening to secular music? And they were surprised by my answer, and you may be too. I said, it's not that there's anything wrong with listening to secular music. The issue is, what do you want in your spirit? What do you want in your spirit? Because all secular music is not communicating the same thing. My wife and I used to be careful. Once I finally got cut off from some of the stuff that I was listening to, then we started surrounding, because we were a young couple, so we start stacking up our library with love songs. Now, back in those days, we didn't have no Christian artists that did no love songs. Songs about commitment. So we were careful to try to find the songs and the artists, Roberta Flack, Anita Baker. We try to find the people whose songs was going to reinforce and help us in our marriage, staying committed, connected to each other. Now, the other artists was, where it was about one-night stands, and folks was gyrating and slithering all over each other on the video. See, we don't need that. Wow, y'all wasn't ready for that, huh? See, we didn't need that. I don't need to see another woman on the screen. I got a woman. So it's what do you want in your spirit? Because that's what's going to come out. So you have to watch the toxic musings, the magazine. Some stuff isn't overtly, it doesn't seem like it's really all that bad. I remember my wife used to say she had a subscription to Essence magazine back in the day. And it started getting to the point, she said, she started to notice this strong feminist and in particular lesbian influence that was just by every article, just story after story, male bashing, and so she didn't want that in her spirit. So you don't have to go marching around parade, tell everybody to boycott Essence, don't buy Essence. But she said, she quit. Cut the subscription. I'm married. I love my husband. I want our relationship to work, so I don't need to fill my spirit with articles that are telling women constantly how bad men are and how you don't need a man and you can do bad by yourself. So it's a matter of what do you want in your spirit. So you don't want that, so it's got to go. Y'all gonna see this picture. Put it in the pails and the buckets and carry it to the gate. Is Pastor Chris teaching all this religious, strict rules and regulations? No, what I'm talking about is what do you want so that you can grow and get stronger in the Lord? In fact, a lot of the entertainers and athletes, they'll tell you they put themselves on strict diets because they want to be successful at what they do. So they watch what they eat, they watch what they're watching. They don't want a negative image in their mind. basketball players. I don't want no negative images in my mind. So they try to keep stuff around them that's going to constantly keep them focused on what they got to do. So we as believers, we have to do the same thing. So it's not rules and regulations and Pastor Chris trying to, y'all know, some of you been in those churches where every little thing you do is wrong and you're going to hell. No, but what I am talking about is recognizing those things that are going to be toxic for your walk with the Lord.